This is Warden City Hall at South 121 Main Street. This is Main Street, South Main Street, 121 South Main Street. And you see, we have the City Warden. City Warden has the services. And Don Edson is the Public Works Supervisor. Don Edson, the D-D-O-N, Edson is E-D-S-O-N. And that's E-D-S-O-N, Edson, and that's Don, D-O-N, and this is 121 South Main Street here in Othello, Washington. Now, we have services here Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 p.m. And across the street is a Corral restaurant in the Red Room. The lunch special for the day is $5.99. I go in there and they have the best mashed potatoes in town. They have the best mashed potatoes on top of the sauteed onion, served with, of course, they got steak, ribeye, and they also got mashed potatoes, which hits the spot. Conger, Loud Western washed potato, and Loud Western has a finalized plant finalizing potato and packaging and put it in a box and put it on a freight by a railroad car or by freight, which is Volvo, Freightliner, and also Kennewick and Peterbilt. And also those features are delivered freshly to fast food products called Burger King, McDonald's, and Othello, Burger King and Othello, Washington, Burger King, McDonald's, and Pasco, Richland, Pasco, Richland, and Kennewick, Tri-Cities, and also they feed the individuals that come in here on the moderated surfaces here in Othello, Washington. Their services have all the individual processing plants here in Lamb Weston, and their services provide accurate information on all their services which they provide here at the here in Warden, Washington. Warden, Washington carries a moderated system and individual at South Main Street here at 121 Warden City Hall. The information they got from Lamb Weston, they got pipelines that were broke down, and they are all working in fully functional order. Now, Lamb Weston has a pallet system. They got 3,500 pallets, 3,500 brand new pallets. And they also got 800, 900, 800 broken pallets on the trailers. Okay. Now the Freightliners and the Volvos, 56-footers, trailers, trucks that have freezers inside the cooling systems, and also the pallets and debris in the background inside the unit of Lamb Weston where they're shipping and receiving. Put them in the trucks and trains at the same time, or at once, or different locations. Their services provide accurate information and deliver with fresh product. And if it's spoiled or rotten in any matter because of the pallets that are broke and laying on the floor, which causes maybe damage because they tear and wear on the box, tear and wear on the package because of the way they're shipping or receiving, or broke a pallet or breaking a pallet during of moving the pallets around. And when those pallets are damaged, they're replaced with fresh pallets, so there's no downtime. Now all the services provided in Othello, also the services they provide here at Othello, Washington. They also go with the services they provide at the lineage in Othello, Washington, and also the service they provide at McCain's in Othello, Washington. And we're going to have this information sent to the Social Security office to make sure their taxes and 1099 forms are filled out properly. Since this is December, this will be December, and that's our tax forms of 1099s. And tax forms 1099s, fundamental function and services they provide here in Othello, which is always accurate information. So once we have accounting here in Othello, Washington, the Judge Carol Bay Benzel provides services for all the individual people that have their services here done at Ward, Washington, which the secretary faxes all the information to Andy Miller, which is Andy at Miller, CO, Benton, Washington, 509-735-3591. They provide the services here for Andy Miller, and they fax information. But I go across the street. They said that hamburger and the cheeseburger, 1 4-pounder, and that you can't eat that inside the restaurant. So I take that considerably rude, obnoxious, rude to customers. How many customers they lost, and maybe all those customers lost having a hamburger and a pop, and they can't even eat it in there. It's about 20 below at Ritzville, Washington, 99169 on September 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, and the 1st, actually. And that's Amanda Cepeda Integrated Services. They're pretty rude individuals. The way they treat a judge, a prosecutor and a judge, the way they treat the services here at Othello, Washington, the prosecutor of Othello, Washington. The prosecutor is the prosecutor of Othello, Washington, and she's a new prosecutor, and she's replacing the prosecutor that no longer works for the Ritzville prosecutor's office anymore. And the Corral Restaurant, how they litigate and how they tell people that they can't eat in the restaurant. And I bought a $20 meal with mashed potatoes, a $20 meal, and with mashed potatoes sauteed in fresh, hot, fresh plate. And their services are like Thursdays and Fridays, and their hours of operation runs on the hours they want to run the hours. And anyways, the city hall clerk told me that. She goes, yeah, they run the hours whenever they want to run the hours. I said, I noticed that. I gave him $20. I noticed that. Anyways, that's Mrs. Compost of the U.S. Bank, and this is the court clerk offices here in Benton County, also Franklin County, also Othello, Washington, and also Adams County Auditor Processing Office. This is Ward City Hall at 121. This is South Main Street and City Hall in Warden, Washington. Now, there's services across the street called a grocery store, and it's called Town and Country Market. And they love customers that come to the country store market. Mrs. and Mrs. Vasquez at Department of Licensing, where they issue a driver's license out to people, they have an individual system of stopping Mr. Felix Barela going to Freda Department of Licensing and the Freda courthouse, and try to stop me to go talk to the courthouse for no reason. So this is quite the individual. I have no record, I have no criminal record, and I also get money, state funds. I get federal money and state funds. Now I'm going to Department of CPS office because they cancel services, and I pay for my services. I pay the DHS office and Apple services for my services, and I got statements, inquiry statements on everything, and we're gonna have it all submitted. We're gonna have the GTA bus number 30 West, and also the number 12 and the number 14, and also the number 20 and 21 in Freda, Washington. It connects with International Airport Moses Lake, called Boeing. So we're gonna have it all downloaded here. And this is the 121 South Main Street, Othello, Washington. This is Warden City Hall.